Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, bitch. If you haven't had a chance to do so by now, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And to go a step further, please tap the notification bell. That way you'll be updated each and every time I'm uploading something new. Also, make sure you're following me on Instagram at ybent.tv, as well as my business page at TYKANATURALS. And if you would like to support the platform in a monetary way, please feel free to do so. All of those links will be in the description box for easy access. Ciao, first and foremost, here we are again with another black rapper senselessly killed. I was at work when I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw that someone shared Jason Lee's Hollywood Unlocked post about Migos rapper Takeoff being killed, shot and killed, and Quavo was also shot and he was in critical condition. Well, that story proved to be false. Takeoff has indeed lost his life, but Quavo was not shot at all. I don't even really like having these conversations so soon after something like this has happened, because there's going to be a lot of assumptions, a lot of opinions. There's going to be a lot of different stories that begin to circulate, especially around the social media spaces. But apparently the story is that Takeoff and Quavo, members of the Migos, but they went their separate ways. They're related, just to let you guys know. Quavo is Takeoff's uncle. Hence why they had the album called Nephew. Yeah, Unc and Nephew, whatever that shit was called, child. Anyway, they just recently broke off with Offset for whatever reasons. There's a lot of rumors circulating that Offset may have slept with Sweetie Child when she was dating Quavo. He hinted towards it in a song called Messy that he did with Takeoff Child, and it's on their recent album that they just released. Again, all of that's neither here nor there, but just a quick little run through of who these people are and what's going on, what has been going on recently with them. So to celebrate Halloween, Quavo and Takeoff decided to spend their weekend in Houston. And they were at a bowling alley. It's like a private event, I'm guessing. It was stated that they were shooting dice, girl, hood nigga games, okay, and trying to enjoy themselves, when it's being alleged that Quavo got upset, girl, because he was losing bad. It's alleged that it was like $7,000 he ended up losing. Girl, what's a goon to a goblin? Period. You know what I'm saying? But again, it's not the money, it's the pride, it's the egotism of it all, child, that gets a lot of these, I hate to say it, toxic ass men wrapped up in bullshit. So apparently Quavo got upset and some people in his crew went to pulling weapons, and it's being alleged that that's when shots fired out and Takeoff was accidentally hit. Some reports are saying that he got hit in the neck. Some reports are saying he got hit in the head. Some reports are saying that it's both. But apparently it seems as if Quavo, in his short temper, that the Migos as a whole are quite well known for, let's be honest here, the Joe Budden situation. We've had other altercations that they've kind of been in with different jewelers and, alleged gang activity, girl, hello God. But Takeoff basically got hit in the crossfire of a bunch of foolishness, bullshit, shit that shouldn't have happened at all. The man was 28 years old, didn't even get to see 30. This is what I have to say real quick, and shame on the people that are recording this stuff and that who are kind of like posting the videos, and it's like, girl, I know we're in that day and age where information is so readily at the fingertips, and we want to be part of the tea. We want to be the one to break the stories. We want to be the one to provide that for the fans. And I get all of that, but girl, like, there was the video going around of this man, the CCOSO girl, blood coming out of his neck or his head, girl, like, and we're talking about like 3-4 o'clock in the morning. So can we at least go back to the old days where we're not releasing the identity of the victim until next of kin is contacted? Well, Quavo would be next of kin, so he was obviously aware. So I don't, that's how that works, I guess. But, you know, it's just like, girl, it's so uncouth. It's so, like, demoralizing. It's very, very sick, in my opinion. I wouldn't do it, you know, like, okay. This is sad to me, because Takeoff was, as all reports are counting, the very quiet one, the chilled, relaxed one, who kind of like sits to the background of your foreground. But he's still very noticeable, because let's be honest here, not everybody's trying to pay attention to the loudest bitch in the room, or the one who wants to be that nigga. You know what I'm saying? If you're a real person and you're really observant, you'll be paying attention to the one who was quiet. Takeoff was also one of the most talented ones of the Migos. His lyric game was everything. At one point, I did love their music, but it got a little too mumbly for me after a while. I think they just recently started to get back into their lyric bag, and you all know that I'm a hip-hop head and I love a lyrical genius. Hello, God. And it's just, let me say this too, though, like, Quavo, if I don't want to put more on you than is already on you, the guilt that you must feel, because if all of the stories are true and all of this started because of you, and can I be honest here, and I'm on the fence about how I feel about hood activity when you are rich. You no longer live that life anymore. But when you really get down to the nitty gritty of, you know, dice playing and shit like that, and it's a cultural thing. I feel like all rich black people still kind of, if you from the hood, girl, you know what I'm saying? You're going to get involved in some type of hood activity. Look at, and again, like, why? But there is this toxic need, because of the weight that society puts on our black men, that even while rich, you have to submit to gang culture. You have to submit to the hood culture. You have to still show that you are about that life, honey, in order to continue to get your street credibility. So again, I'm on the fence about a lot of that shit, because I'm from the hood and I understand that, and I understand what these black men go through and the pressures that are upon them, that even white society, even our own society, let's think about it. We as black people, when we think of rappers, we think of gang shit, we think of hood shit. Let's be real here, girl. You got to tell the truth. And if they don't align with that perspective, they lose their credibility. Hello, God. Remember that whole fake gangster shit started coming out when just anybody wanted to be a rapper? We always thought that it was some nigga that had to be from the hood, or some ex-drug dealer girl. You know? That's praised a lot in Atlanta, by the way. It's just sad, but at the same time, I understand it. If you want a certain job, don't you have to conform to what that job is gonna, you know, be looking for in an employee? So as a rapper, you come into the game, you like, girl, they were already struggling with saying, girl, you know, they had a pretty good life growing up. They didn't struggle like that. They were from Marietta, girl, I believe. Marietta is much, they're not from Atlanta. A lot of their concern coming into the industry was like, well, people accept us because we're not actually from Atlanta. We're not from these so-called hoods. But now you've been allowed to come in the game, so you got to perpetuate the social stigma of it all. So can we be mad at these men, these black men, when they feel like they have to subscribe to this bullshit in order to keep up the popularity of it all, to keep the people saying, okay, he's still that nigga. White supremacy plays a big part in this. That's a whole other road to go down, but like that's where it all begins at the end of the day, in this toxic male fucking environment that we've just allowed ourselves to be just sucked into, girl. It's horrible. I'm not gonna put nothing on Quavo. I know he already feels bad about this shit. Sometimes shit just is what it is. And I'm seeing a lot of people sitting here talking about, oh, he was sacrificed. Girl, not everything is a goddamn Illuminati sacrifice, girl. Some shit is just some shit. Some hood shit. It don't matter where you are. You could be in a lavish mansion. If you got a bunch of hood niggas around, possible drug paraphernalia, girl, alcohol is flying through the skies, girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything is bound to happen. And a lot of people are talking about security, security, security. Yeah, everybody talking about security. Girl, you can't... Let's be honest here. You go into these hood affairs, someone has something on them. If it's not a gun, it's a blade, a taser, some type of weapon, girl. And again, y'all love to subscribe and you put these boys in that hood gangsta box, right? Because they're these rappers, they're these thugs, right? So why are you surprised that they have guns on them? Girl, please. We're so surprised. Oh my God, I hope I didn't leave my wallet, girl. I'm gonna be so mad. Okay, I got it. It's just a sad time that we're in. We're losing a lot of these guys. PNB Rock, as of recent, you know, Coolio passed away, girl. Pop Smoke got popped, child. Like, they out here killing the kids, honey. And if this really is over a dice game, child, have mercy. I hate to say it, and I hate to always say this bullshit, that's some black ass shit. So when you hear people like me throw around the term toxic masculinity, please stop getting all up in y'all feelings, because it exists. And it's perpetuated by every aspect of this life. I recently actually just watched the Drink Champs interview with Takeoff and Quavo. Offset wasn't there, and there was a big discussion about how proud people were to see the way that the Migos moved. Very under the radar. Really, ooh, girl, look at all this shit in the road. Out of sight, out of mind kind of vibes. They roll, you know, with security and shit. And let's be honest here, like, I don't really think they had many problems out there, you know, especially on some, like, hood street shit. But let's be honest here, do we really know? Let's be honest again, do we really know if any of this, bitch, you better not run that motherfucking tire over, nigga. Girl, y'all know I'm paranoid about tires in the road. That's how my car got fucked up twice, bitch. Almost lost my motherfucking life. But, damn, what was I saying, girl? Anyway, I just, you know, it's just some sad shit. It's just some really sad shit. And we're gonna always be here having these conversations if something doesn't change. If we don't change the culture, the mood of the culture, it's been a dark year. It's been a dark couple of years when you really think about it. Girl, y'all about to get into all kinds of accidents. And we're out here. Oh, well, I was saying this, I got my train of thought back. Thank you, Jesus. Do we really know if this is over a dice game? I mean, if we're all rich niggas, hello God, because rich should be associating with rich. Let's just tell the truth. So if you out here at a private event, which I found weird because a lot of those people weren't dressed for a private event, girl. And looking at some of them videos, girl, you're just like, girl, it looked like somebody's kickback. But the place, the venue was extremely lavish. It was very beautiful. Very nice, rich shit. You know, just based off the looks. So why are y'all all heated over some loss of money, girl? But then again, think about it. I'm on the fence about this. When we play spades, girl, at the family function, we about damn near broke the table, girl. Hello, God. We about damn near slapped our cousin in the face for having too many books. For reneging. So when we talk about hood activity in terms of a dice game, I'm not surprised that somebody got heated. Again, yes, we can talk about the power of pride and the power of ego, but we also got to talk about the power of being in the moment. That shit's not unheard of in at least how I came up. Now, getting to the point of about to shoot somebody, that's a whole, other thing, girl. You had some real personal issues, girl. Some other things may have been influencing your actions at that time. Or maybe you just really didn't like the person who you were having the altercation with. And again, if all the stories are true, and this is just a real misunderstanding because Quavo's team decided to pull their weapons first, this is a classic self-defense situation. And it's unfortunate that Takeoff has lost his life because of some shit he wasn't even involved in. But this is, again, the price that we pay. We can't tell people what to do with their money or how to act when they finally do arrive to that place of real financial freedom. But I'm sorry, girl, I'm not engaging in any hood activities, bitch. Not when I'm out here, girl, rich as fuck and I used to be poor. The whole goal is when we get out of the hood, when we get out of the motherfucking projects, right? The whole point is that we are no longer engaging in hood activity. We no longer have to. But again, it's something that's so deeply embedded in our culture. All the rich black people do it. Black rappers, let me say that too. You got Meek Mill, who's all the time advocating, girl, when you get rich, leave about your neighborhood. But them boys is from Atlanta. They weren't killed at home. They were killed in a foreign land. I know Texas is not a foreign land, but to the, you know what I mean, girl. That's how I be talking, girl. I'm just saying though, girl. It's a real messy situation. There are a lot of sides to this story that I definitely understand. I'm not, ooh, girl. Don't you hate when you run over that little thing in the parking spot, girl, and that shit damn near pulls the bottom of your goddamn car, girl? I guess it's there to let us know that, girl, you done went too far. But again, my deepest, condolences. When our young black men can't even see the age of 30, it's always gonna be sad, girl. It's always gonna be sad. It's and then just knowing what the group has been going through anyway as it relates to Offset, I wonder how Offset feels about what's happening. I can only imagine. We may have broken up. We still family. I still love you. I don't wish nothing no bad on you. You know, and let's be honest here, I really felt like they were in the world of, because you're going the wrong way, you dumb fucking bitch. Fucking old people, bro, I tell you. Again, like, wow. My heart goes out, child, but at the end of the day, girl, you never know. Let's just put it that way, girl. You never, ever, 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 ever know. It's kind of crazy how you can look at some things, and these rappers, in a lot of ways, have prophesized the way in which they will probably leave this world. Because I swear, when I was watching the Drink Champs interview and now hearing this story, it's like y'all weren't even moving the way that you claim to have moved. But then again, you're at a bowling alley, girl, allegedly. You're chilling, you're hanging out, you're enjoying yourself. You're not really expecting things to pop off. And again, Takeoff is just chilling in the cut. He had nothing to do with this. Look at those people in Las Vegas, girl. Chilling at a concert. Mostly white people. And some man in a hotel room across the street shoots up the entire event. You're at school taking a math quiz. Then all of a sudden the school is on lockdown because there's a school shooter capping off children. So let's not just condemn black shit. Does that make sense? It happens to rich white people, it happens to white people, it happens to everybody, girl. But we would be remiss not to mention that it's more so in the black communities, in the black culture. Again, something started and perpetuated by white supremacy, girl. I know they're not monetizing this video. I don't give a fuck. I'm just going to say the words and how I really mean about everything. And the fact that these industries continue to, I'm not going to say force people, because you can't really force people to do nothing they don't want to do. But, girl, when you're trying to not be poor anymore, what will you do for a con like bar bitch? You know what I'm saying? Like, what will you do to continue to stay relevant, to continue to make that money? You know, all of that shit. You're going to continue to perpetuate thug image. And that comes with a bunch of shit. That a lot of people, because they're not from that life, they don't know what that means. They don't know what that represents. They don't know how deep that shit goes. So there's no real respect for it. There's no real honor for it. There's no real understanding of it. Because I know there's going to be a bunch of bitches out here selling their ideas and their opinions, but ho, you don't know what it's like being from the projects. You don't know what it's like growing up without nothing. You don't know what it's like to have the world perpetuate the social stigmas of, you know, black shit. You have to be a certain way to be accepted in certain lanes. You have to give off this image. And again, some shit is just some shit. Like I said earlier, girl, we partying, we having a good time. Some niggas get caught up in their feelings over something that stupid. That happens. He had no kids, reportedly, girl. He had no real love life, child. You know, he just had family. And at least he got to experience and do a lot of shit before his young life was taken. at the very least, he got to travel. At the very least, he got to see some things that he normally wouldn't otherwise if it weren't for the opportunity of being in a successful music group such as the Migos. So at ending this video off, I just want to say, experience life, girl. Go enjoy yourself if you have the resources and the tools to do so, girl. If you have the ability to get out and experience this big old beautiful world, girl, and the uniqueness of it, the power of it, the glow of it all, do that shit. Because you never know when your time is going to be, you know, called upon, girl. You never know. 28 is way too soon. Most people don't get a passport till after 30 these days. You feel me? Most people haven't even been to another state, girl. I hate that his life was taken, but I'm glad that he got to live a little. You feel me? That's what we should be taking away from all of these types of experiences that happen, girl. And we reporting on this kind of stuff, we're seeing this stuff, we're being witness to this stuff. Love your life, cherish the world. Go see some shit. Go do some shit. And I'm going to take that advice my damn self, too. I just got to get in a better situation first. But, all right, y'all. Be blessed and never stress, child. Remember that health is wealth. And, you know, girl, take care. Bye.